Managing money as a student involves creating a budget, prioritizing essential expense, seeking discount, and considering part-time work or freelance opportunities to earn more income. As a result, we have made the decision to study financial management of UiTM Kedah Part 2 Diploma in Banking students KBA 1192A. There are 42 pupils. For this task, we opt to select a sample of 30 students. We each contribute and share the questionnaire we developed in relation to the core idea of the study. In the questionnaire, participants are asked to provide information on their normal source of income, monthly expense, daily commute to class, emergency saving for personal use, and finally which essential they prefer, expensive or cheaper. We want to investigate how UiTM Kedah students handle their own finance in order to survive.
According to experience, financial management among students in UiTM Kedah is a crucial topic for students because of significance of teaching students responsible money management and financial literacy. It guides students through managing their own money, enable them to make wise choices, and builds a strong basis for the future. Furthermore, our purpose of choosing this topic to analyze financial management among students. This study focus on diploma in banking at UiTM Kedah.
So the objectives of our research is to identify where students usually earn or get their money from, to identify how much money do students use for a month, next to identify how students go to class daily to save money, and to identify how much students save emergency money in a month for personal use, and lastly, to identify which students prefer between cheaper and expensive necessities.
For sampling technique, we choose SRS, which is Simple Random Sampling Method. How to use SRS? For step 1, we define the population. The population that we choose is 42 students of Part 2 who enroll in Diploma in Banking at UiTM Kedah. For step 2, define the sample size. The sample size is 30 students have been selected who enroll in Diploma in Banking at UiTM Kedah. And for last step, which is step 3, we randomly select a sample using lottery method or random number method. For this method, we choose lottery method.
Data collection method. The method used to collect and observe the data is through online questionnaire. Questionnaire can be used to collect quantitative and qualitative information. Our group directly investigated student diploma in banking at UiTM Kedah about financial management among students in UiTM Kedah by using Google Form. There are about 30 students who have chose to complete the questionnaire. This method aims to collect information from respondents. Using this questionnaire and survey method, we collect a large amount of student quality.
The histogram illustrates the age among the students. 30 students has responses for this online survey. Majorities of the respondents are from 18 to 19 years old. That is have 15%. And while the 22 to 23 years old only 10%, and the last is 20 to 21 years old have 40% respondent. The pie chart illustrates the percentage for each category. There are 4 chosen that can be chosen. First is parent, second is part-time job, third is scholarship, and the last is business. So, parents show with 56.7% are the most popular. Next is part-time job is 20%, and Scholarship is 30.3%, and the lastly is business with 10%.
According to the frequency polygon above, if finger three, the respondent we between the monthly spending of 100 ringgit to 200 ringgit. Total 40 student why there we 11 students in total with between the monthly spending of 200 ringgit to 300 ringgit. Lastly, 5 students of monthly spending. This is a graph for frequency polygon.
On this pie chart shows on how students going to class daily by among 13 of diploma banking students. Most of students choose to go to class daily by walking, which took 50% of students to choose. Next, 23.3% of students choose to go to class daily by car, and 16.7% of students choose going to class by motorcycle. And the list of students choose to go to class by bus, which only took 10% of students to respond.
For question 5, how much students save emergency money for personal use in a month? As on the slide, there are 3 options, which is 50 ringgit to 100 ringgit, 100 ringgit to 150 ringgit, and 150 ringgit to 200. The frequency goes with 13 for 50 to 100 ringgit, and 14 students for 100 to 150 ringgit, and 3 students for 150 to 200 ringgit. The class boundary is 50.5 to 100.5, 100.5 to 150.5, and 150.5 to 200.5. The midpoint is 75.5 for 50 ringgit to 100, 125.5 for 100 to 150, and 175.5 for 150 to 200. After using the measure of central tendency formula, we can get the mean, median, and mode. As the mean is 108.3333 and the median is 107.1429 and the mode is 104.6667. And after using the formula of measure of dispersion, we can get the variance and standard deviation. The variance is 1091.9540 and standard deviation is 33.40447.
On this simple bar chart shows some of necessities that 30 students of diploma banking prefer, which is cheaper necessities, expensive necessities, and both necessities. Most students prefer both necessities, which is 46.7% of students to respond. Next, 40% of students prefer cheaper necessities, and the list of students prefer expensive necessities, which took 13.3% of students to only to respond.
In conclusion, financial management is an essential skill for student banking and want to achieve their academic and personal goals. However, many students face various challenges and problems in managing their money effectively. Some of the factors that influence financial management behavior among students are financial literacy, parenting socialization, peer influence, self-control, money attitude, and financial self-efficacy. This factor can have positive or negative effect on students' spending habit, saving habit, budgeting habit, and debt management. Therefore, student banking ATM need to be aware of this factor and learn how to overcome the barrier and enhance the enable of good financial management. By doing so, students can improve their financial well-being and prepare themselves for the future.